The Arctic wolf, also known as the white wolf or polar wolf, is a subspecies of gray wolf native to Canada's Queen Elizabeth Islands, from Melville Island to Ellesmere Island. It is a medium-sized subspecies, distinguished from the northwestern wolf by its smaller size, its whiter coloration, its narrower braincase, and larger carnassials. Since 1930, there has been a progressive reduction in size in Arctic wolf skulls, which is likely the result of wolf-dog hybridization. In 1935, the British zoologist Reginald Pocock attributed the subspecies name Canis lupus arctos to a specimen from Melville Island in the Queen Elizabeth Islands, Canada. He wrote that similar wolves could be found on Ellesmere Island. He also attributed the name Canis lupus orion to a Greenland wolf specimen from Cape York, northwest Greenland. Both wolves are recognized as separate subspecies of Canis lupus in the Taxonomic Authority Mammal Species of the World. One study using autosomal microsatellite DNA and mitochondrial DNA data indicate that the Arctic wolf has no unique haplotypes, which suggests that its colonization of the Arctic archipelago from the North American mainland was relatively recent, and thus not sufficient to warrant subspecies status. However, the research of Chambers et al. That dismissed the Arctic wolf's genetic integrity became controversial, forcing the United States Fish and Wildlife Service to commission a peer review of it, known as the National Center for Ecological Analysis and Synthesis. This peer review highlighted numerous flaws in the research, such as the erroneous merging of the coastal British Columbia island wolves with the inland Canis lupus nubolus, as well as suggesting that gray wolves never lived in the eastern third of the U.S., and thus concluded unanimously that the Chambers review is not accepted as consensus scientific opinion or best available science. In the wild, Arctic wolves primarily prey on muskoxen and Arctic hares. They have also been found to prey on lemmings, caribou, Arctic foxes, birds and beetles. It has been also found that Arctic wolves scavenge through garbage. This sort of food source will not always be found in the Arctic wolf's diet because of regional and seasonal availability. Sometimes there is debate whether the muskox or the Arctic hare is the primary prey for the hare-wolf muskox predator pre-system. Studies provide evidence that the muskoxen are indeed their primary prey because wolf presence and reproduction seems to be higher when muskox is more available than higher hare availability. More supporting evidence suggests that muskoxen provide long-term viability and other ungulates do not appear in the wolf's diet. Evidence suggesting that Arctic wolves depend more on hares claims that the mature wolf population paralleled the increase of hares rather than muskoxen availability. The study goes on to say that degree of reliance between the two sources of food is uncertain and that the amount of consumption between the two species depends on the season and year. Debate continues when seasonal and diet of young wolves is discussed. According to one study, muskox calves serve as a primary food source because the needs of pups are greater, but another study suggests that when hares were much more plentiful, wolves commonly fed them to their pups during summer. These differences may be attributed to location as well.